was to see how music influences a film.
Right.
And of course we know it's a great influence on a film. But even more so in a silent film.
Right.
You get a change of mood, you get a change of atmosphere, all by the music. Okay?
Right.
And of course this is such a unique film, and by today's standards a very unusual film. It's got very long scenes. The first opening scene is about 2:36, 2:37, and it's just one long shot.
I know. Now it just goes. This goes.
And I've nicknamed it the shot of the man's hat falling off.
Yeah,
all the time.
because
So of course Marvin Fullis's hat, it just comes off all the time.
Yeah.
But it's such a unique look at a film that you can change. The composer can change the way the film is viewed by the average listener. You don't have to know anything about music. You don't have to be versed in an Ivesian approach, which you did, or for Professor Louis, you don't have to be into the R&B and old time rock and roll, or James Guyman, who does so many horror films and so many really cool things like that. You don't have to be immersed in that to know, this is comedic, or I'm feeling that this is foreshadowing a tragedy coming up.
Right, yeah.
And what I did find interesting, besides the fact that there are 4 completely different versions of the film that are so cool and so unique, there's 4 little capsules of emotion and time and visuals.
There's an irony.
Yeah, there's a pun on that. Yeah, sorry.
Capsules.
Yeah. But what we have is a lot of similarities through our differences.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I find
I was watching yours just when you gave me a chance to see what you had done, and the arpeggio chords. We never thought.
No,
we never.
And that purposely,
Is that an A major? Is that, or is it a different? Do you know what key it's in?
Actually, it's in B flat.
Okay, so it's in B flats. It's close.
Yeah.
But when you listen to it, the fact that we were both kind of thinking that kind of
The similarities were really strange. And the rules for the composers who we asked to score the film, do it.
Right.
That was the only rule, just do it. You need to score by a certain time so we can produce it. But, this is what it is. You are in charge of it. You decide what scenes get music. Everybody put music in every scene. I found that interesting. We just want to put music in every scene. But you're in charge of where the music goes. You're in charge of what type of music it is. You're in charge of the instrumentation. So you do it. I know James has a bigger orchestra. I have 2 pianos and percussion.
Right.
Professor Louis and Miss Marie have their wonderful band, the Chromatics, doing the score, which is completely different from what we do.
Oh, well, yeah.
And you've got a small chamber orchestra.
Right.
And it's very cool. I mean, we have very, very different approaches to it. And yet, the first scene for everybody pretty much is comedic. A little bit of, it's just, you have these wonderful accordion, things in the beginning, almost like a French Eastern.
Right, exactly. Yes, the French restaurant.
Yes.
There. And,
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I can only be in Montmartre, where Méliès had his studio.
Right, which is, I think, what I was...
But if you want to say French, the first thing you do is you bring out the accordion. Maybe you hang a cigarette out the corner.
Right, exactly.
Out a beret,
and for me, it was a perfect excuse, because I've been looking for a long time for an excuse to write an accordion. Again, the accordion was my first instrument. Some of the material...
See, no, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably have lots of black.
See, you'll never live that down.
I'm doing myself in here, but yes, I admit it. I confess. The accordion was my first instrument. They happened to be selling that door to door. Not my fault. Could have been
whole different industry at the time,
imagine
wasn't it?
somebody hauling a piano door to door. But at any rate, and some of the material for this, not a very large part of it, but the overall moon theme that sort of becomes the moon theme above a food, is it the drawing